Hi there, this is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. We're out here in the state of Washington, and we're on our way up to Vancouver, and we've been traveling and sharing the teaching of talking with friends. But this particular video, it's going to be very brief and short. It's about those who quit aphasia therapy because they think that the therapy may be too infantile. Now that happens, and it happens a lot. In fact, I had one patient who called me and said, "We want to work with you, and I'm calling right now from the speech clinic where I'm taking my husband, and he refuses to get out of the car. So he doesn't want to go. He thinks it's babyish." So that can happen. And we don't like it when it happens, but it does happen, and it usually happens because the clinicians or the therapists are inexperienced, and unfortunately that's what happens with inexperienced therapists. They pick tasks that they think might be good for a person with aphasia, but many of them don't have a whole lot of experience. So if that happens, the person with aphasia might be upset and disappointed and not want to go. Now, one of the problems is too that if they don't want to go, then they might not even want to go to anybody else because they think that that's the way it is all the time, and of course it isn't. We work with people who have aphasia. We use the teaching of talking method. The teaching of talking method is a method that was developed after 38 years of experience working one-on-one with people who have aphasia, and it's a conversational approach. And it revolves around talking about many different subjects, talking about beer, talking about sports, talking about a person's wife or their husband or their children or their grandchildren, or baseball or football, or talking about work, or talking about food, or talking about money and investments. You see, that's what we do with the teaching of talking. We find subjects that the person with aphasia wants to talk about. And when that happens, when we find somebody who likes to talk about what we like, we have instant rapport with them. And not only do we have instant rapport with them, but a friendship develops, and the camaraderie develops. And that's one of the things that happens when you find the right therapist. A camaraderie develops, a friendship develops, conversations develop that are fun and interesting and are centered around subjects that both people are interested in. Now, when you've got that kind of formula, conversations that are of immense interest to the person with aphasia, then he or she wants to talk, he or she wants to share, he or she wants to go to therapy, he or she wants to practice, because they get a chance to express themselves around the subjects that are important and the subjects that are interesting. So that's what the teaching of talking centers around an individual's interests. That way, nobody ever can say it's infantile. No one can ever say it's babyish. No one can ever say we do flashcards, because we don't do flashcards. We don't do iPads. We don't do workbooks. We stimulate conversation, and we teach people how to say words and how to put words together. This is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist. If you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you give us a thumbs up, down underneath this video, you'll see a bunch of links. You'll see a link to the website. You'll see a link to sign up for free videos that will be emailed to you. you'll have a link that you can fill out a questionnaire if you'd like to speak to me personally. And you'll also see a link that's linked to Facebook, so that if you'd like to become friends on Facebook, then you can click there, make a request, and we'll welcome you to the Teaching of Talking community. So this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist. Don't forget the thumbs up, and don't forget to click on the links down below the video, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye now.